On Lines on Design, and as promised, we were with Lisa at the Greenery in the Antique Store. We are now with friend Ginger Craig in Long Cove. Thank you. We thought it might be fun. We see things in the store all the time, and I think many of us who aren't as creative as you all wonder, how can I actually integrate that into my design motif? And I think there's something for everyone, and we talked even about, this is a more traditional application, but little bites of this in a contemporary or modern motif would be gorgeous too. But the table is phenomenal. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, talk me through this, if you will. You, both of you, Lisa, you and Ginger get to talk.
First of all, the foot bath in the center is a wonderful container to do a beautiful European garden arrangement.
We have a foot bath on our table.
We have a foot bath.
A foot bath on the table.
Yeah, but
afterwards we can do our hands in it.
Oh, there, I like that.
There
Yes,
you go.
so you can clean. That's a good thing. All right, all
Absolutely.
right.
It's got a beautiful blue hydrangea. It's got ivy. It's got a calla lily and Gerber daisies and little birds to make that special little something in it.
This is about the cutest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, she is so clever and talented. And this you can use, it looks like a little bridesmaid's luncheon or something. It's coming in here. Can't you just see that?
But look what
smiles.
it is. You put a little
skirt.
Yeah.
It's
got a little
sizzle
organza
skirt.
bag.
It's
Yeah.
so cute. And the colors are perfect for spring.
I mean, it's gorgeous.
It
And
is.
you know what? You weren't with us when we were at the antique store. We were talking about the little eggs, and I said, "How do I? What do I do with those?"
Yeah.
Aren't these sweet? Little place card holders, little nest with little eggs, and then each person gets one and knows where they're supposed to sit.
Ginger, talk to me about your china, because it is glorious.
Okay, it's from France, and some is Lamage. It's kind of mixed. That is from France.
Gorgeous.
And it did come from antiques and collectibles.
Gorgeous,
It's
gorgeous,
beautiful.
gorgeous.
Of course, it's sterling silver, and all the glasses are.
One of
Some
the
of
things,
mine.
one of the things that I've noticed in this particular motif is, again, the focal point is a living arrangement, and it's, well, help me out. I would call this somewhat formal, and yet if I really look at it, there are different colors. There's touches of spring and whimsy. Was that purposeful? How do you decide how to set this up?
Well, to make it not so formal, we didn't use a white cloth, which if you use a white tablecloth, it sets it up for the formality of the whole thing. We didn't use the sterling silver candelabras, which also makes it formal.
That makes sense.
To underplay it, you do it without any kind of, you could do the chargers underneath. We didn't do that. So this makes it look like just more casual dress coming in and not so formal with the candles not being on the table.
And yet
so that's what we did.
elegant.
Elegant.
Now, do you try to keep a lot of living arrangements around? And I know you're a master gardener.
Yes, yes, I am. I do. I keep a lot of fresh flowers in the house, a lot of always fresh, flowers, and a lot of things I get out of the garden.
One of the things, being a designer for me, it can be deepest, darkest day of winter, and if I have a bouquet of fresh flowers,
Right.
or something like you're talking about the living arrangement, I feel happier.
Oh, my husband says, I like fresh flowers, and the tulips are in season now, and the flow of tulips and the color they give you just brightens your whole day up.
Oh, I love it. Can we walk in here and see what other goodies you have? All right, let's go do that. The house is so pretty, Ginger. We just walked by gorgeous painted tiles, and the way you've integrated it. All right, where am I, Miss Lisa?
We are in her little breakfast room, I guess you would call it, correct?
Right.
Yes.
Right.
And we've taken an old dough bowl, which is wonderful, and I've taken a couple moss baskets and planted up some herbs so that she could snip off if she needs to cook something special. I have some...
Are these real?
They are. Artichokes.
And eggplants.
Eggplant.
Smell this right here.
That's Kentucky Colonel Mint.
Oh, is this a Kentucky Colonel Mint?
Doesn't it smell
wonderful?
Oh my gosh! What are we said doughboys? What are moss? Tell me about these.
The moss baskets. We sell those at our store, and they're very natural looking. And of course, herbs are not going to do well inside your home. They like to be outside the sunshine.
Okay.
So you can easily take this out of the dough bowl, take it outside in the sunshine, and put it back in again. She could
After your guest leave.
use this dough bowl for fruits,
this.
for vegetables.
Yeah.
She could change it out seasonally. She could put evergreens in it for Christmas time.
It's
a very versatile piece.
Do you sell the dough bowls?
We do.
Dough bowls.
Dough bowls.
And then what about the little?
Those are antiques. This was my grandmother's, which a long time ago they didn't have the rolling pins. So my grandfather made this for her, so she used it. And of course, I had to keep it.
Finishing touches.
And once in a while, you know.
Yeah. Once in a while, she wields it.
Yeah, exactly. But that's
this looks great with the dough bowl.
It looks amazing. And so this is set up really for an afternoon tea.
It's set up for an afternoon tea with little tea, plates that you can put the little colored sauce.
And then you have your mint if you want to put a little mint in your
sugars,
tea.
And your tea selection is all in here.
Oh, it's
and you just
so...
pick that up for the different teas. Of course, on top is the green tea, which is
of course, which is you'll love this. My 5-year-old granddaughter, for her birthday party, wanted a high tea. I think the kids are into the manners and just the etiquette of it. It's pretty interesting. It was a lot of fun. I still can't get past the
artichokes.
Have you seen the magazine Tea Times?
No, is it fabulous?
Oh, you should get it because this street we have teas once in a while, and a Tea Time magazine sets it all up for teas, just like this, and herbs, and take that, put it in your tea, and it's wonderful.
But there again, there's just something amazing about having all the fresh herbs inside. I love it. There's so much to see in this house, you guys. You would flip. I mean, just your amazing scoops everywhere. I know we're talking about living arrangements. Oh my gosh,
I know.
This is unbelievable.
Sets it up too.
It does. Those are terrariums, which are very nice to have.
I'm into my terrarium. I'm in my terrarium.
You're a terrarium.
Yes. Well,
and little birds that are in it too.
I just think they're adorable. I have to come on the other side and even see it. It's the cutest.
That's good.
How did you do these, Lisa?
Those were done with little terrarium plants that we sell in the store.
Okay.
You can. We sell these also, the containers, but if you have a neat apothecary jar at home or even just a glass cylinder, you could have an open terrarium, which does need a little more water, or you could have the closed terrarium, which will condensate, and then you don't have to take care of it as well as you do one of these.
Now, when you talk about taking care of it, what do you have to do, Ginger, to take care of these?
Just put a little moisture in there, and then put the top back on, and you'll see the humidity kind of takes over in there, so the plant is getting liquid. And this one, I just drop water, and you'll notice here the birds.
Yes.
If you have something like that ant right here, this giant ant.
I love this guy. Yeah, we just saw. Yeah,
you look around your house and you think, oh, I can just stick that in there, or I can stick the little rabbit in there, and it really sets it off. And Lisa is a pro at doing that. She came in, she says, the rabbit goes in here, and I said, fine.
Yeah. As a master gardener, do you find that indoor gardening is different than outdoor gardening?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Due to the light. Do the light and the temperature, because the temperature sometimes you couldn't put a hanging plant like that outside because
who knows exactly. It's beautiful. Oh, I see your tulips. You were talking about your husband loving those.
Okay, this is a quick look of what you can do with tulips. They just kind of flop over. And look at the color. They just enhance the mood of like a bad drowsy day.
Exactly.
But you put them in here. If you want them to stand up, drop a penny down in the bottom of the water, and up they come.
Is that true?
That's true. They
fresh
just
flowers,
the copper.
Oh, and you know what, Master Gardener, I'm going to take your lead on that. This is so pretty out here. Such a pretty room. I love this. You spend a lot of time out here?
Oh, yes. This is called the afternoon because you can see the sunsets and all, and we sit out here and maybe have a glass of iced tea, and Tim reads a lot.
It's gorgeous.
Lisa,
all right, Lisa, what did you do? This is so pretty.
Well, I noticed Ginger collects a lot of blue and white. She likes blue and white, so it had a wonderful little garden stool here, and I thought, well, let's do a little touch of some blue and white elsewhere. So we made this beautiful little European garden planter. Isn't that sweet? The little bird with the eggs, the
Gerber
nest.
daisies.
Daisies.
Now, what will you do when the flowers die? Just take them out and then the greenery stays?
Oh,
absolutely.
Sure. When you see them kind of dying out, I pull it out and poke something back in there.
Yeah, makes it so easy. And this is a pretty wonderful fern and photonia, and all these things will last. They'll live. They thrive. But the Gerber daisy, like any flowering plant, is going to have its time.
Well, let me ask you a greenery technical question. Will you come to someone's house to help position or decide where they need help.
Sure.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like the
absolutely.
foot bath and things like that. Here's where I would suggest it.
Yes.
Well, that's cool. That would be
Absolutely.
great. I know we've
Absolutely.
only got a couple of minutes left, and I definitely want to go see the living room because there's some gorgeous things in there. I love this. Oh my gosh, the color of the living room. All your paint choices are gorgeous.
Thank you.
I mean, they really. Oh, this is adorable. Look at this. I'll tell you, your home is phenomenal. Lisa, what was your thought in here?
Well, I thought we needed something that was elegant and sophisticated, and there's a lot of already beautiful colors in here, so I didn't want to overdo it with color. So I chose a white hydrangea. Ginger collects a lot of beautiful silver pieces, so she gave me one of her silver bowls here, and I just made a real elegant arrangement. The hydrangea, there's some ivy and fern, and it works well with her silver. The silver and white's very pretty.
It really is gorgeous. Now, what is this?
This is when you had, the glue or the paste, and you wet
Yes.
it like this. And all these little bottles, they're from England. And this is when the ladies came over to the United States.
pretty.
They had a makeup box instead of carrying in jars and everything. So they put them in this. And that's the way
Isn't
they
that
are.
nice?
All these are sterling silver.
And isn't that pretty to have a little collection with the plants?
Again, and when you weren't with us over at the antique store, but what Lisa had done, she had some that were not really antiques, but they were gorgeous little apothecary jars or little
perfume jars.
bottles.
Yeah,
that
perfume
looked
bottles.
fabulous, and that would be the perfect way.
Setting.
It's amazing, isn't it?
It softens it up a little bit too.
The fun part about what we do is actually doing exactly what we're doing now. It's taking some cool things at a store and showing you how we can really incorporate them into the most phenomenal design scheme. And we were talking before, it is what makes your house a home. And it really is a home. The amenities here are just gorgeous. We want to thank you all. We want to thank you, first of all, for allowing us to come into your home. Thank you. I mean, you all, what an amazing dynamo here. These two. And we haven't even been outside. I'm thinking maybe late spring, early summer, we might need another
We can do
road
this again.
trip. May we come do that?
Absolutely.
Thank you all for joining us. Have a great day on Lines on Design. Bye-bye now.